Hey guys, I'm Steff and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're going to be trying out a new to me brand, but this is a brand I'm sure a lot of you have already in your stash, and I'm talking about Sigma. Guys, I only have one Sigma brush and it is this one right here. This is the one I use for highlighting. This is the F03 brush and it's a pretty good brush. I've seen a lot of my favorite YouTubers use this for their highlight. That's why I picked it up a few months ago and I've been loving it. I used it today for my Revlon Skin Lights highlighter. I think it's great. So when I saw that they came out with a new eye brush essential set, I wanted to try it. I thought, you know what? I have a coupon. I think I had like a 20% off discount code. And I thought I want to try this. I wanted to see what the eye brushes were like, just because I know so many of you out there, you love these brushes. For me, I think, and correct me if you think I'm wrong, I definitely think Sigma brushes are a step up from Morphe brushes, even though they're both, you know, synthetic brushes. But I have a feeling these are going to be better than some of my well-loved Morphe brushes, but we'll see. I also, because I'd never tried an eyeshadow palette from them either, I picked up this new one. This is a 9-pan eyeshadow palette, and this one is called Ivy. I wanted to go with something that had greens in it. I really love green eyeshadow. Swatching this yesterday, beautiful, really nice swatches, especially of those shimmer shades. So we're going to be creating 2 looks with this palette today. And of course, I'm going to use the new brush that I got. So again, my first purchase from Sigma. I like that they included like this little catalog of all of the products that they offer, and they have really expanded from just makeup brushes. They've now expanded to liquid lipsticks, lip glosses, eyeshadow palettes, brow products, so on and so forth. So this was a nice insert, I thought, with the order. And then of course, this is the Sigma Deluxe Blending Brush Set. So there are a few new brushes, and I believe those new brushes that you get in this set are only available in this set. And the way I'm understanding it, guys, is that the new brushes are just elongated versions of their pre-existing brushes. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. But this is what the little brush set looks like. They did come like individually bagged, but I have, of course, taken them all out of the little packaging. And of course, they are the black and silver brushes. So let me show you. I have some tape on some of them that are new brushes, but they're just larger versions of the pre-existing brushes. So let's start with these 2 that I have taped together. This is the E45 brush. So this is what the traditional E45 looks like. And then the new version that is only available right now in this set, it's just an elongated version. And this new one is called E45 Max. And you can see that the brushes are just a tad bit longer, but it is the same shape. And then the next set that's new is going to be the E40. So you get the E40 regular, and then of course you get the E40 Max. So this is what the regular E40 looks like. This is a tapered blending brush. And then this is the new E40 Max. And let me hold them up side by side. I'm going to be inserting some pictures that I did of these as well, so that way you can pause the video and kind of see a little bit more closely what they look like next to each other. The next set is going to be the E25. So from what I know about Sigma, the E25 is one of the most well-loved brushes. It is just that one brush that you can do so many different things with. So this is a E45 blending brush. It is a flat, fluffy brush. And then this is the E45 Max. So you see that the bristles are longer. Let me hold them up next to each other. Same shape, just the Max is bigger. And then the other 3 brushes that come in the set are pre-existing brushes as well. You're going to get the E38. This is the diffused crease brush. You're also going to get something similar to the E25, except this is a little bit smaller. This is the E27. This is the detailed blending brush. And then finally, you're going to get, this is the medium tapered blending brush. This is the E49. And this entire set retails for $122, but of course I was able to get that 20% off. I think you get it by signing up for their text or for their emails or something like that. And then they do have Afterpay, so that's what I used to pick up the brush set. That's what I used to pick up the eyeshadow palette. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really happy to welcome Sigma into my stash. And let's start creating 2 looks using this gorgeous Ivy eyeshadow palette. I'm going to play some music for you guys. You all are going to watch me create the 2 looks, and then I'll tell you exactly what I did, and I'll give you my thoughts. I'll give you my review over these new Sigma products that have just arrived in my stash. If you want to see how all of it goes down, keep on watching. Alright guys, so this is look number 1 with the new Sigma Ivy eyeshadow palette. I was dying to do something blue and green because that is why I picked up this gorgeous palette. And when I was swatching the shades yesterday, they swatched really well. So I thought, no, I need to dedicate an eye look solely to the blue and green that are in this palette. And I'm really happy with the way it came out. The first shade that I started off with was Mead, which is this shade right here, and I used one of the new brushes. I believe I used the E45 Max, which is this longer tapered brush, and I feel like the longer the bristle, the more of a diffused look you can achieve, and it's going to apply the product really lightly, so you can really sheer it out, really blow out, you know, the transition area, the crease, but it's not going to allow you to build up the product super quick. Like, you're going to slowly ease into it. And for some of you who are maybe a little hesitant with working with dark shadows, then these longer bristle tapered brushes, they might be a little bit better for you so that you can build into your color a little bit more slowly, a little bit more carefully. So that's what I noticed with Mead. It did apply it really sheer. And so I kind of had to work to build it up. And then I went in with Thistle. Thistle is super, super pigmented. This matte greenish blue shade Really pretty shade though, but wow, was it pigmented. So of course I did a halo eye, so I went in with Elixir on the inner and outer portion of the eye, and then in the center we went in with Envy, this beautiful green, and then I also took Envy down to the lower lash line. I wish that this collection had a brush like this BK Beauty brush right here. This is the 204 brush, and it's just like a little smudger brush. I felt like that's missing in this deluxe brush set because I did have to dip into this. I did it off camera to kind of just smudge out the lower lash line a little bit more because it was hard. I used the E27 detail blending brush to place the shadow down there, but it wasn't blending it exactly the way I wanted, so that's why I had to dip into one of my BK Beauty brushes. And then for the inner corner and the brow bone, I went in with this shade right here, which is Macaroon. And this is the look we got. Really, really nice. For eyeliner, I went in with two from the drugstore. This first one is from Koki Cosmetics, and this one is in the shade Peacock Green. And for the lower waterline, I went in with one of my favorites. This is the LA Girl Shockwave, and this one is in the shade Gotcha. And then for mascara, I'll be using it on both eyes today. I went in with the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. I did 2 coats. And this is the look we got. Let's jump over to the right eye and start creating look number 2. Alright guys, so this is look number 2. I went for a brownish, bronzy, kind of golden moment here, and I'm really liking the way it turned out. Guys, this palette is reminding me of the one I used yesterday from Milani, the Gilded Getaway eyeshadow palette, which is unfortunately sold out at the moment, but here's the color story in this little palette, and then let me hold up the Ivy palette from Sigma. And you can see that they are very similar. Let me put them on top of each other like this. You have the blues and the greens in there as well, and some of the browns and like the goldy copperish colors. So if you had your heart set on this one and you don't want to wait because you love the color story, then maybe you want to think about the Sigma Ivy palette because I think they are very, very similar, and there's like a $10 price difference. The Sigma is $29, this one is $19.99, but this one's available. This one is not currently available, but guys, I know some of you have been asking, where can I find it? Where can I find it? I'm pretty sure, guys, that it will be restocked soon because this was not just a one and done thing for Milani. So I will definitely update you on this palette wherever and whenever I see it available. But let's go back to the Sigma Ivy palette because I'm really liking the way this look came out. Of course, I used the same mascara, the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. For the lower waterline, I went in with this one from Profusion. This is the waterproof shadow stick. This one is in the shade Copper. really nice. And then I went in with another Koki eyeliner for the top lash line. And this is a brown eyeliner. This one is in the shade Deep Brown. These are retractable pencil eyeliners. They are not liquid. And also the other one I used for this eye, same thing. Really do enjoy them. And I believe, I don't know if you can still find Koki at Walmart. That is where I have picked these up. They've been in my stash for a while. Actually, no, I take it back. I bought these directly from the Koki website, but they did have Koki in Walmart, but I don't think they have it anymore. Check your local Walmart or just order straight from the Koki website if you are interested in any of their products. The brushes that I used, oh gosh, do I remember which brushes I used? I used this one. I've used this one for both looks. This is the E27 Detail Blending Brush. It is a smaller brush, and this is the one I've been using for the shimmer shades, and I do wet it, and it applies the shadows really nicely. I used the small tapered blending brush. This is the E45, and I actually used this to do the lower lash line on this right eye. It worked out pretty good, and I also used this one for, I think I used this one for the dark brown shade that I smoked out here on the outer portion of the eye. And then I think I used, it's hard to remember guys, and they all look the same. I think I used this E49 for the transition area. So these are the looks, guys. These are the two looks that I created using the new Sigma Ivy eyeshadow palette, as well as the new Deluxe brush set. So let me give you guys my review, my thoughts on these new Sigma products. All right, guys, so let's begin with the brushes, because these were the things I think I was the most anxious to try. This is the 9-piece detailed blending brush set. You have the detail brushes, you have standard brushes, and then you have the new Max brushes. The Max brushes are, for example, this one. You do have the longer bristles, and again, what I found is that these are gonna apply the product a little bit more sheer, and you're also going to get a really nice blown out diffused look. I thought that all the brushes that I used, and I think I used almost all of them. I know there was a couple I didn't get to use, but I didn't have any issues with any of the bristles falling off. Everything just worked. Like everything blended the shadows really well. And it was easy to blend them. And I really like the various sizes in these brushes because like the box says, you do get a nice mixture of the Max, the standard, and then the detail. And to combine all those three together, it's really gonna help you achieve that blown out look, that detailed crease, or that smoky lower lash line that you're looking for. So I thought that all these brushes performed really well. I do wish, like I said earlier, that they had like a small little brush, and I mentioned something like this from the BK Beauty line. This is the 204, or even something along the lines of this one from Morphe. This is the E36 brush. I just felt like I needed something smaller, in particular for the lower lash line and for the inner corner. But I can see why they didn't include it, because this is more of a blending brush set instead of a precision brush set. So I'm really happy that I was able to pick this up. I can see why Sigma has a cult following when it comes to their makeup brushes. I thought they performed really well. A couple other things that I do want to point out about this 9-piece Deluxe blending brush set. It does retail for $122. It is available right now on the Sigma Beauty website. It is vegan, cruelty-free, and they come with a 2-year warranty. I don't know that I've bought any makeup brushes that come with warranty. I'll have to double check that, but that is something I noticed when I was reading up on them on the website. There's a lot of useful information there on the website, and you saw me include some of that early on in the video, but definitely I'll have the website linked down below in the description box so you can go and just read into more detail about exactly what each brush does and what it would be best suited for. Now let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Very first time trying a Sigma eyeshadow palette, and I thought that this little 9-pan palette was absolutely wonderful. It was so easy to work with. You can definitely do something colorful like I did on the left eye, or you can do something a little bit more neutral and smoky over here on the right eye. The palette does lend itself to versatility. This retails for $29 on the Sigma Beauty website. I loved it. I didn't have any issues with any of the shades. I didn't really get fallout, maybe just a little bit of fallout on this eye when I was working with the shimmer on the lower lash line, but nothing on the other eye. Everything just, you know, went on seamlessly. It blended out really well. And there was not really much kick up in the pan, maybe just a little bit like on this one right here. But I've had palettes that are much worse as far as kick up goes. And I've always told you guys kick up in the pan doesn't bother me. But I thought this was a pretty solid little palette. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they released 5 other 9-pan palettes as well. And I believe you can buy all 6 of them as a bundle. So that might be something that you want to do, or you might just want to pick and choose the palettes that you want. This is the one that really jumped out at me because of the blues and the greens. So I knew I wanted to pick this up and try it along with the new brush set. And I'm really happy that I did. So this was definitely a great first impression of Sigma. I am so happy that I decided to purchase these products, that I have Sigma representation here in my stash. And I look forward to using all of these products that I purchased very, very soon. If you're wondering about the rest of my makeup, I will have it linked in the description box down below. I am wearing the new one from Milani. This is the one I got with the Gilded Getaway palette. This is the lipstick in the shade No Curfew. You're going to be seeing me wear this lip shade pretty often because I think it is so pretty, and I'm just going to leave it up here on my vanity so that I can reach for it because it is just so easy to apply. Perfect neutral shade for spring and summer. That completes today's video, guys. Now I want to hear from all of you. Let me know which eye you liked better. Did you like the left eye? Did you like the right eye? What do you think of these new Sigma products? Have you tried Sigma before? What are some of your favorites that I should look into trying? Definitely leave it all in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed watching today's video, please give me a thumbs up. That helps me out so much, and consider subscribing if you have not subscribed already. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I thank you all so much for being here, and I really do hope that you guys are enjoying my content. And I got a lot more to come, guys, so definitely stay tuned. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.